Have you ever wondered where the term Stoic comes from and what it truly means? In the bustling agora of ancient Greece, a new school of thought began to take root around 300 BCE. This philosophy, known as Stoicism, was first introduced by Zeno of Citium, a merchant turned philosopher after a shipwreck left him stranded in Athens. Inspired by the teachings of Socrates and the Cynics, Zeno began teaching in the Stoa Poikile, or painted porch, giving Stoicism its name. But Stoicism didn't stop at Zeno. It evolved and developed under the guidance of several key philosophers. Seneca, a statesman living in the heart of the Roman Empire, used Stoic philosophy to navigate the turbulent politics of his time. He advocated for a life lived according to nature, embracing the inevitable and focusing on what is within our control. Epictetus, once a slave, became a prominent Stoic philosopher, teaching that one's mind and attitude are the only true things one can control in life. His teachings emphasized the importance of accepting the course of nature and the events of life, regardless of how challenging they may be. And then there was Marcus Aurelius, the Roman emperor, whose meditations provide a candid look into the application of Stoicism in the midst of political and personal turmoil. His writings emphasized that virtue, a moral and ethical way of living, is the highest good. Stoicism, at its core, is a philosophy that champions resilience and emotional strength. It teaches that we have control over our actions and reactions, that our true power lies within our rational mind. It encourages understanding and acceptance of nature's course, urging us to align our thoughts and actions with the flow of life. Stoicism isn't about suppressing emotions, but rather understanding them, managing them, and learning from them. And so Stoicism was born, a philosophy grounded in accepting reality as it is, focusing on what we can control and seeking virtue above all else. Now that we understand where Stoicism comes from, what are its fundamental principles? Stoicism is rooted in four cardinal virtues: wisdom, courage, justice, and temperance. These aren't just abstract ideals, they are practical guides shaping a Stoic's actions, decisions, and indeed their entire outlook on life. First, we have wisdom, which for Stoics isn't simply about accumulating knowledge. Rather, it's about understanding the nature of the world, the causes and effects of things, and using this understanding to navigate life. It's about discerning what's within our control and what's not, and focusing our efforts on the former. Next is courage. Now, this isn't just about bravery in the face of physical danger. It's about moral courage too, standing up for what's right, even when it's difficult or unpopular. It's about facing life's trials head-on with resilience and determination. Thirdly, we have justice. This isn't just about law and order. It's about fairness, kindness, and understanding. It's about treating others with respect, doing our part for the community, and standing up against injustice. Finally, there's temperance, which is about self-discipline and moderation. It's about not being controlled by our desires, but controlling them instead. It's about finding balance, avoiding excess, and living in harmony with nature. At the heart of all these virtues is the Stoic belief in the importance of rational thinking and emotional resilience. Stoics strive to be guided by reason, not by fleeting emotions. They believe that it's not events themselves that disturb us, but our judgments and reactions to them. So, they train themselves to maintain composure and tranquility, even in the face of adversity. These virtues and beliefs make up the foundation of Stoic philosophy, guiding a Stoic's actions and reactions to life's challenges. They equip us with the tools to lead a good life, a life of virtue and contentment, a life that's in harmony with the world around us. And they remind us that while we can't control everything that happens to us, we can control how we respond. And that in itself is a powerful thing. Stoicism didn't just stay in Greece. It found its way to the Roman Empire, where it flourished. As the philosophy of Stoicism migrated to Rome, it found fertile ground and was adopted by some of the most influential figures of the time, leaving an indelible mark on the empire. Two key figures stand out in this regard: Seneca and Marcus Aurelius. Seneca, a statesman, dramatist, and most importantly a philosopher, brought Stoicism to the forefront of Roman intellectual life. He was a firm believer in the Stoic doctrine that virtue is the only good and vice the only evil. His writings are filled with Stoic teachings, advising us to face adversity with calm and resilience, to treat others with kindness, and to live in accordance with nature. His words still echo today, reminding us of the timeless nature of Stoic wisdom. Then there's Marcus Aurelius, perhaps the most famous Stoic of them all. As a Roman emperor, he was one of the most powerful men in the world, yet he chose to live his life guided by the principles of Stoicism. His personal writings, known as Meditations, reveal a man deeply committed to Stoic ideals. He saw life as a battleground where one's character is tested and believed that we should remain detached from things we cannot control. His Stoic philosophy was not just theoretical, it was a practical guide for his life, and it shaped his rule as an emperor. Stoicism's influence permeated Roman society and culture. It offered a guide for ethical living and provided a framework for dealing with life's challenges. It taught Romans the importance of virtue, resilience, and accepting the things we cannot change. From the bustling marketplaces to the corridors of power, Stoicism was a guiding light, offering a path of wisdom, inner peace, and resilience. It was more than a philosophy, it was a way of life, deeply ingrained in the fabric of Roman society. Stoicism left a profound mark on the Roman Empire, shaping its society and even its emperors. Stoicism may be an ancient philosophy, but its principles are timeless and still relevant in our modern life. Let's dive into the application of Stoic principles in today's world. With the rapid pace of life, increasing pressures, and the constant bombardment of information, stress and anxiety have become commonplace. This is where Stoicism steps in, offering a calming perspective, a way to navigate through the stormy seas of modern existence. Stoicism teaches us that we cannot control everything that happens to us. We can, however, control how we react to them. This simple yet profound concept can help us manage stress and anxiety more effectively. When faced with a challenging situation, instead of letting the situation control us, we can take a step back, assess the situation objectively, and choose our response wisely. Then there's the rise of modern Stoicism, a resurgence of interest in this age-old philosophy. Though the Stoics of ancient times didn't have smartphones or social media, their wisdom speaks to us now more than ever. Modern Stoicism emphasizes mindfulness, being present in the moment, and accepting things as they are, not as we wish them to be. It's not about suppressing emotions, but rather understanding them and not allowing them to overwhelm us. This renewed interest in Stoicism has also influenced fields like psychology and self-help. Cognitive behavioral therapy, a popular form of psychological treatment, borrows heavily from Stoic ideas, teaching patients to challenge their negative thoughts and develop healthier responses. In the realm of self-help, Stoicism has inspired numerous books, podcasts, and online courses, helping millions around the world to cultivate resilience, peace, and a sense of purpose. Moreover, Stoicism encourages us to live according to virtue, to be the best versions of ourselves. It's a call to action, to live intentionally and authentically, to strive for excellence in all we do. It's about finding serenity amidst the chaos, tranquility amidst adversity. Stoicism, an ancient philosophy, still holds relevance today, guiding us towards a life of virtue and peace amidst chaos. So what have we learned about Stoic philosophy? In the grand tapestry of philosophy, Stoicism threads its way from ancient Greece, weaving through the Roman Empire, and into the fabric of our modern lives. Born in the bustling marketplaces of Athens, Stoicism emerged as a philosophy of personal ethics, grounded in logic and guided by the virtues of wisdom, courage, justice, and temperance. Its fundamental principles are strikingly pragmatic, stressing the importance of understanding what lies within our control and what does not. This wisdom empowers us to focus our energy on actions and attitudes that we can influence, while accepting those aspects of life that are beyond our reach. Stoicism teaches us to face adversity with equanimity, to view obstacles as opportunities, and to embrace the transient nature of life with grace and serenity. The Roman Empire, a crucible of power and conflict, was deeply influenced by Stoicism. Emperors and slaves alike found solace and guidance in its teachings. From the writings of Seneca, we see the profound influence of Stoicism on Roman thought and governance. The Stoic principles helped shape the Roman legal system, military strategy, and even personal conduct, proving that philosophy is not just an academic pursuit, but a practical guide to life. Fast forward to our contemporary world, where the tenets of Stoicism continue to resonate. In an age of constant change and uncertainty, Stoicism provides a compass, guiding us towards a life of virtue and calm amidst the storm. It reminds us that while we cannot control external events, we can control our reactions to them. It encourages resilience, mental fortitude, and a mindfulness of the present moment. Stoicism is not just a philosophy, it's a way of life, a path to inner peace, and a roadmap to self-improvement. It's about recognizing the impermanence of life, yet finding joy and purpose within that very transience. Stoic philosophy, although ancient, provides a timeless guide on how to live a virtuous life, remain resilient in the face of adversity, and find peace in acceptance of what we cannot control.